Estamos con Herman Moore, receptor de los Leones de Detroit. Herman, nice to have you in Mexico.
Thank you. It's a pleasure to be here.
How long have you been here?
I came in yesterday, and I have had a tremendous time since I've been here. It's been fantastic, and getting to meet a lot of people and tour the city.
Are you going to be for the game on Monday?
I won't be here for the game. I have to go back for my obligations. I still work and do work with the Detroit Lions, and they take on the Jacksonville Jaguars. But I will be watching this game because it's a big game for the NFL, and I know we're trying to continue to increase our exposure here in Mexico, and I know that it's a great opportunity for us.
You were one of the wide receivers of the Lions in the run and shoot offense. Then the whole systems in the NFL have changed.
Right.
What's the difference between when you play and now?
The biggest difference between when I played and now, that there's more passing. There's less emphasis that's being placed on the running back. They're not as big a part of the game like you see with Barry Sanders and Terrell Davis and Emmitt Smith and guys like that. But it's definitely a game that's faster. It's a lot of different schemes and different defenses. But for the most part, it's still the NFL.
This season, the Lions, I guess they are missing a lot. CK2, Calvin Johnson. So, what can you tell us about him, his style of playing, and now the Lions without him?
The Lions, without Calvin Johnson, a lot of people were concerned with how they would perform, but they've been able to do a pretty good job. Matthew Stafford is having one of his best seasons as an NFL quarterback, and he has Golden Tate, he has Marvin Jones, and also Anquan Bolden. So he had some really good receivers, and Theo Riddick in the backfield. So it's been using all those guys to replace a guy like Calvin Johnson, who I know is enjoying himself on Dancing with the Stars. So it's Calvin's a good player, and I know he was going to be missed.
Some say Matthew Stafford is having a better season than when Calvin Johnson was there because he's spreading the ball around.
Yeah, a lot of people see that Matthew Stafford's having a better season because he is able to get the ball to more than just one player. When he had Calvin Johnson, it was really looking solely at Calvin and trying to get him the football, whereas now he has a lot of receivers he can get the football to, and that has been, I think, what's made him a much better quarterback.
What do you think about these teams, Texans and Raiders, playing in Mexico? After 11 years, we have a game again here.
Yeah, I'm actually jealous. I wish I had an opportunity to play here in Mexico. I've had a great time since I've been here, and it's a great thing for the NFL. But I appreciate everyone here for accepting us and allowing the NFL to come in here, and the fans that we have for the NFL here in Mexico. This is a good start to what I think is going to be a long, long relationship.
Did you travel with the Lions to Wembley 2 years ago or last year?
Yeah, I actually played my second year in the NFL. Second year in the NFL. I ended up going and playing in London, where we played a preseason game against the Dallas Cowboys. So I've been there as a player, and I've had an opportunity to watch them as they've gone over and played there. So it's the Lions are expanding their international play, which I think shows that we have fans all over the world.
Still the course of Bobby Lane with the Lions. What's happening with this team? A long time ago, you had a great team. Yep. Brett Perryman, Barry. Yeah. I mean, what's happening with this team? When can we see them succeed again?
Yeah, the Lions had a tough go for a period of years, but they've now started to bounce back a little bit under Jim Caldwell, the new head coach they've had for 2-3 years. And now with some other management that have been put in place, this is a team that's now starting to make some moves. The Lions right now is weird because they're in first place, and right now they have an opportunity over top of Green Bay and also over the Minnesota Vikings, who I had picked to actually win the division. But the Lions right now sit at first place, and it's really in their control.
Picking up the moment.
Yeah, they're picking up the moment, and they have some momentum. And right now you have Matthew Stafford, who's playing very well, and an offense that seems to play very well, especially in the fourth quarter.
What about the Lions 2 years ago? They played in Dallas in playoffs, and they were stolen from with those kind of plays. What happened there?
When the Lions a few years ago, when they played Dallas and had an opportunity for the playoffs, and they ended up losing, it was tough. But right now this team has bounced back, and now they're playing even better, I think, than they played in a few years. Unfortunately for teams, you go through a spell where you fall, but now this team has picked itself up, and I'm looking forward to seeing them do better things. And starting this Sunday against the Jacksonville Jaguars, they have an opportunity to continue to maybe hopefully make the playoffs this year. But it's tough.
Who do you like more? Amari Cooper, DeAndre Hopkins, Michael Crabtree?
Well, Michael Crabtree, I watched him when he was in San Francisco and had a decent career, but he's really exploded since he's been with the Raiders. Cooper is a young player, along with Derek Carr and those guys. I really like that team. The Texans, though, are a very good team as well. And Hopkins, I have to give him a lot of kudos as well, because these are young players that are making their way through the NFL. But I want to see them do it year in and year out, and that's what makes you a superstar.
Who are you picking for Monday game?
Well, I'm going to go with the Raiders, because I feel that I really like their defense. The Texans have a very good defensive line, but I feel that the Raiders defensively, they have a good unit, but they also have a very good offense as well.
Herman, a message for the Mexican fans?
Just to the Mexican fans, just enjoy the game. I appreciate you having us bring the NFL here to you and your support, and I hope that this is something that we can soon have Mexican players that are just all over the NFL, because you guys are great, and I love being here. Thank you for having us.
Do you think are coming hard times with the new president of your country talking about bad Mexico?
Right.
I mean, do you think this relation Mexico fans, NFL fans with the NFL could change?
Well, I hope that just all of the Mexican fans, as well as the people here, will understand that that's not just the way we as Americans feel about Mexicans. And I think that there's a great opportunity for all of us, for both cultures and both countries, to continue to have a great relationship, and I hope that will exist regardless of what they've seen and what's been heard of our new president-elect. But that's not what everyone in America feels, and I've had just nothing but a tremendous time here, and I think you guys are wonderful, and I love you. So it's just let's keep trying to make things great, and I hope that we can continue to build relationships and continue to make it to where we have a great relationship.
Thank you very much. I think it's mutual.
Yeah.
Mexico likes the NFL, the U.S., of course, and there are some people, just one person or two person that thinks some things.
Right, and even beyond just the NFL, just as people, just the respect that can be done there means a big deal. And I'm a people person, and I've enjoyed it. So thank you so much for opening up your arms for me and all the people and the players that have come here. Again, thank you so much. You guys are great.
Thank you. Good luck with life.
Thank you.